this week, Ben, the CEO of the NRLA, and I have cooked this up because we've got so much to celebrate about the NRLA. So we've got a video mini-series running for the rest of the week, and each day we're going to drop a different video about the work of a different department at the NRLA and how it serves its members. And Ben, we're very excited to do this, aren't we? Because we're fresh out of the Conservative Party conference and all the political party conferences, and we are counting down to your conference in November. Yes. So it's great timing, and we're celebrating with the relaunch of the NRLA YouTube channel.
Well, what more could we ask for? It's an exciting time, and I think it's really a good thing. I'm very keen that our members and the wider landlord community has a better knowledge of the stuff that the NRLA is working on. You know, I like to communicate directly to the members and to the wider landlord audience, but that's normally around the Tory Party conference, the Labour conference, the policies of the day. But as you know, whilst campaigning is our absolute raison d'etre, there's so many other things that we do, and just sort of opening up people's minds to that and letting them know is the purpose of getting to know us.
Exactly, and I think it's a really good week, Ben, because it's not just about encouraging new members in, because we're going to talk about this, about strength in numbers. It's not just about encouraging the new members, it's also helping the old members get the most out of their membership, because there's so many different ways they can interact with the NRLA. There's so many different resources. That's what it's all about.
You're absolutely right, and I've just spoken to a few people on the stand here around trying to promote their best practice and how the NRLA can support them on that. And I think you may well be a member and not know all of the things that we kind of set out to provide. So a little refresher around accreditation, training, resources, advice line, all of that, and more. Yes. Is the purpose of doing this.
Absolutely. Now let's start at the top with you.
Yes.
CEO. You've been in your role for about 3 years now.
Yeah, almost to the day, yeah. What
did you want to bring to the NRLA and how it serves its members?
Oh wow, that's a tricky question. Actually no, it's really easy. I'm passionate about our industry. I'm a landlord, I've been in the business for 20 years. I want to really be getting across the strength of the private rented sector being a force for good, the role that landlords play within it, that professional, well-educated landlords can bring to serving their tenants, and being, as I say, a force for good. And I think I've been very clear around that the NRLA will champion best practice, will speak up for its members, as well as giving them all of the tools to succeed in their property businesses.
Because it's very, very challenging times for landlords and our sector, as we are only too well aware. And I know you agree with me, Ben, that it is going to be the informed, educated and networked landlord that is probably going to survive these headwinds the most successfully. And plugging into the NRLA, you're part of a community, you've got a huge constant flow of information being updated and learning resources and all sorts of different landlord tools. To me it's a bit of a no-brainer to join.
Well, bless you. We think the same, and I'm pleased to say that we are knocking on for our 100,000th member. I'm sure we'll be announcing that before Christmas. But I think we want to give landlords all of the tools that they need in their armoury, because as you rightly observe, the only thing that's certain for the moment is uncertainty, right? And the best informed, like any form of business, if you do your homework, you keep up to date, you will succeed. And we really want to make sure that we're providing that support on a whole range of fronts.
Now tomorrow you will be learning about the work of the membership department, how they serve new members and help existing members get the most out of their membership. Then on Wednesday we have got Chris Norris from Policy and Campaigns department, and I think this is something that the work of the NRLA in this area has really been highlighted recently by you being at the political party conferences, you giving evidence in the House of Commons and so on. And we want to stress that the NRLA, the influence you can have at a political level is down to the number of members, and that if people do join, they are adding their voice to what you can achieve.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. We are. in numbers, we are stronger together. The bigger we can become, the more relevance that we can have. And I'll be really pleased when we hit that 100,000 figure. But the backdrop to our industry is a challenging one. Yet we're continuing to grow, and I think people are looking at that, especially at events like this, and talking about, okay, well, I need someone on my side. I need someone that's going to champion what I stand for and to campaign for the fairest environment that we can possibly get. And that's really what we're out for.
Definitely. Then on Thursday we've got the advice line, and this is one of the most popular departments at the NRLA, and I always say I call it phone a friend for landlords.
It is. Well, 2,900 calls last week.
Wow.
An unprecedented level, and that reflects the uncertainty around mortgage interest and Section 21 and reform. People are concerned, and as you say, we are phone a friend for a lot of people out there, and we're dealing with thousands and thousands of calls. We've got over 30 people working on that advice line. We're open 6 days a week, and it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's the jewel in the crown when it comes to membership. And luckily, the satisfaction speaks for itself. 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and that's you can see the reviews and make your own judgment.
Absolutely. Well, I see it all over the social web how popular the advice line is, and how many other landlords recommend it to their friends and say, oh, if you need help, this is the place to go. So that's brilliant. Friday we are talking to the training department, and there's so many training resources at the NRLA. The website is a good place to go to get a feel of those, but you and I both really passionate about authentic training, structured training by experienced and qualified people.
And you're absolutely right. And training doesn't need to be expensive. Anybody that's charging you the earth for unrealistic returns on that money, you should question. And our training is typically around 100 quid or so. There's qualification options, there's CPD as a result of it, and they're in person and they're online as well. So we know that this is something that landlords value, and if you want to keep up to date with the ever-changing stuff, this is a really good way to demonstrate your professionalism.
It is indeed. And then Saturday, we've got the finale, the concluding episode, and that is we're going to meet the reps.
Oh, the reps.
And they're great. And many of them, or most of them, are landlords themselves, but they are the eyes and ears and the face of the NRLA. I think there's a rep there who Nick might like to show talking to somebody.
Lovely Karen from London.
She is actually our contributor on Saturday. And just, I think they deserve more highlighting as well. They do such an important job.
They do, and I really like the reps because, or the rep network and the reps, but the rep network is designed, whilst we operate kind of at a national level in terms of influence, a lot of landlords, particularly HMO landlords, want to know what's going on in their area, in their region, with their local authority and what the rules are. And so we have the rep network, I think we've got 26 across England and Wales, that are in touch with the local authority, sometimes doing stuff in partnership with the local authority. But really sort of the ear on the ground when it comes to sort of local authority campaigning and licensing and all of those things that drive me wild. So it's a really, really valuable resource, and these guys and girls put on hundreds of events a year, not just our national stuff but on the local stuff with sort of 300 or so events that we're running, and there's normally something in someone's area. In fact, there's one in my area on Wednesday. Typically I can't go, but Wednesday night in Uxbridge, there you go.
And again, you can check the website as a resource for where all the events are taking place, and they are local events, and they also get involved in local authority forums and things like that. And then we have the national event on the 15th of November in Coventry, and we have a little discount code for the tickets for that event, and also we do have a £15 discount code for membership of the NRLA, and we'll put that underneath the video. But for now, Ben, I think we're just really, really excited to be able to present this this wide-ranging view of the work of the NRLA. It's such a crucial time in our sector.
It is, and I think the more that people realise how much we're kind of doing across a whole range of fronts, the better. It's not always all about the campaigning, although campaigning is super important. It's about that support. It's about all of the commercial providers that we're working with that can really help you on your landlord journey. So exciting times.
Indeed. Well, we hope that's whet your appetite for our Getting to Know the NRLA week. It's a collaboration between Property Tribes and the NRLA, so we want you to stay tuned and check out a new episode every day this week, and join us if you're not already a member. We want to see new members joining as a result of this week and adding your voice to the landlord community and helping the NRLA be even more effective in what they're doing for us landlords. So thank you very much, Ben.
Thanks, Vanessa.